public must inform police before returning home. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. You're watching News on 2. I'm Wong Kang Sin. Good news for those who returned to their hometowns before the Movement Control Order (MCO) and now wish to travel back to urban areas. Senior Minister Security Dato Sri Ismail Sabri Yaakob today announced that the government may allow them to return home in phases, provided that they inform the police beginning 25th April. The senior minister said those with access to internet could do so through the Gerak Malaysia application. While those unable to access the internet, he said they can instead arrange for an appointment with the nearby police station where they can register to travel.
Oleh itu, untuk peringkat awal, kita meminta supaya mereka melaporkan kepada polis jika mereka berkeinginan untuk pulang ke tempat kerja ataupun rumah masing-masing. Mereka boleh mula melaporkan kepada polis melalui online, iaitu melalui apps Gerak Malaysia yang mana ini adalah kolaborasi antara PDRM dan KKMN mulai 25 hari bulan April nanti. Jadi mulai 25 bulan April bolehlah mereka melaporkan, memohon kepada pihak polis secara online, maklumkan nama mereka, berapa jumlah keluarga mereka dan sebagainya untuk mereka pulang ke Kuala Lumpur dan daripada mana mereka, daripada kampung mana dan sebagainya, supaya kita boleh dapat lebih detail, supaya kita boleh bandingkan adakah mereka daripada kawasan merah, kawasan hijau dan sebagainya.
He said such data is necessary for the government to scrutinize the matter, come up with appropriate standard operational procedure and obtain recommendations from the Ministry of Health. However, Dato Sri Ismail reiterated that there was still no guarantee that those who applied can make the interstate travel anytime soon. He pointed out that even if the government proceeds with this move, applicants will only be able to make the travel after 1st May. Meanwhile, the government may also allow the more than 100,000 students confined in their campuses to return home, as there are no COVID-19 clusters detected among university students in the country so far. On Singapore's announcement to extend the ongoing circuit breaker until 1st June, Dato Sri Ismail Sabri said Malaysia has not recorded any mass return of its citizens from Singapore yet. He, however, said the government has instructed the Human Resources Ministry to negotiate with its Singaporean counterpart to deliberate on matters concerning the return of Malaysians across the causeway.
Setakat hari ini, seperti saya katakan, belum ada kepulangan secara besar-besaran kerana kilang masih beroperasi. Malah kilang-kilang yang telah pun ditutup, yang mana rakyat kita masih bekerja, juga masih diberikan peluang. Masih lagi kerajaan Singapura memberikan mereka peluang untuk terus tinggal di sana.
The senior minister also noted that the government will provide around 10,000 rooms for the mandatory quarantine should Malaysians return from Singapore en masse.
Jadi kita tahu di mana mereka dan juga kita.
Meanwhile, Dato Sri Ismail Sabri also reiterated that there is sufficient supply of food, especially for the month of Ramadan, throughout the country. He said the Domestic Trade and Consumer Affairs Ministry, KPD and HEP, had conducted daily checks on the supply of 25 types of goods at 1,133 premises nationwide to ensure there is no short of supply. The Agriculture and Food Industry Ministry has also assured that there is sufficient supply of food items.
Minggu ini kita akan berpuasa. Saya percaya umat Islam tentu saja akan membuat persiapan, termasuk membeli belah untuk menyambut kedatangan Ramadan ini. Oleh itu saya ingin menasihatkan supaya merancang pembelian supaya tidak terlalu bersesak-sesak sewaktu pembelian. Dan saya harap sewaktu pembelian, sama ada di pasar atau di pasaraya sekalipun, patuhlah kepada arahan yang dikeluarkan, termasuk penjarakan sosial dan sebagainya dilaksanakan.
Malaysia reported 50 more COVID-19 cases today, continuing the recent trend of double digits in its daily tally of new infections. This takes the country's total number of confirmed cases since the pandemic began to 5,532.
Sehingga 22 April 2020 jam 12 tengah hari, terdapat 50 kes baru yang telah dilaporkan. Ini menjadikan jumlah kes positif COVID-19 di Malaysia adalah sebanyak 5,532 kes. Dijalankan bersama dengan mereka.
At the Health Ministry's daily COVID-19 media briefing, Health Director General Dato Dr. Noor Hisham Abdullah also announced that Malaysia had discharged 103 more patients as of 12 p.m. on Wednesday. This means there are only 1,987 active cases currently treated at the country's health facilities. So far, 3,452 patients have recovered from COVID-19 in Malaysia since the outbreak began, with a recovery rate at 62.4% out of the total number of positive cases. There are currently 43 patients being treated at intensive care units ICU, with 25 of them requiring the use of ventilators. Dato Dr. Noor Hisham also said a new cluster has been detected at Pengerang, Johor. Malaysia also recorded one more COVID-19 fatality, taking the country's death toll to 93. A total of 1,856 construction industries were given green light to operate during the Movement Control Order MCO period. The approval was given after scrutinizing almost 19,000 applications received. Speaking during a special press briefing on the Standard Operating Procedures SOP of construction industry, Senior Minister Infrastructure Dato Sri Fadillah Yusof said contractors found breaching the MCO SOP would face penalties, including being blacklisted.
Agensi-agensi yang terlibat dalam pemantauan, selain daripada CIDB, kita juga melibatkan KPKT melalui local authorities, iaitu local authorities, dan kita juga melibatkan Kementerian Sumber Manusia melalui Department of Safety and Health dan juga DID dan JKR. Monitoring oleh CIDB dan semua agensi berkaitan, kalau didapati yang diluluskan tidak mematuhi SOP, kita akan ambil tindakan tegas. Tindakan yang boleh diambil, pertama, pelanggaran kepada Akta 342, iaitu yang dikeluarkan oleh Kementerian Kesihatan. Kedua ialah boleh juga diambil tindakan di bawah CIDB untuk di blacklist sebab melanggar syarat-syarat yang telah diluluskan. Malahan local authorities melalui KPKT boleh mengambil tindakan juga di bawah skala rang undang-undang di bawah local authorities.
Dato Sri Fadillah explained that the SOP includes three main aspects like prevention at the construction site, movement of workers, and workers' quarters. Among others, Dato Sri Fadillah said contractors permitted to operate during MCO period must have thermal scanners, and screenings for COVID-19 on workers must be done at construction sites. Besides that, those at the construction sites are only allowed to operate 5 days a week from 8 a.m. until 5:30 p.m. Under the SOP, contractors and construction companies are also required to provide transportation for workers, ensure social distancing is observed, and number of workers at the sites is minimized to not more than 50% of the requirements on normal days. The minister noted that all SOPs on construction industry can be downloaded at the application.miti.gov.my/DAFTA website or at the Construction Industry Development Board CIDB's official website. There have been no COVID-19 infections reported so far at the 14 immigration detention depots nationwide. Immigration Director General Dato Khairul Zaimi Daud said the department had been screening foreigners for the infection even before the Movement Control Order MCO came into place.
Semua pelawat adalah dilarang daripada memasuki kawasan depo sama ada saudara mara tahanan, rakan-rakan, dan termasuklah juga lawatan-lawatan daripada pihak-pihak tertentu yang memohon untuk masuk daripada agensi antarabangsa contohnya, dilarang sepanjang tempoh PKP ini.
Datuk Khairul Zaimi also said that all immigration detention depots nationwide had carried out the sanitization process in collaboration with the Fire and Rescue Department in their respective states. He said immigration officials have been working with health officials from the Ministry of Health Malaysia to screen for symptoms of COVID-19 such as cough, cold and body temperature checks for those who have just been brought in as well as the existing detainees. Apart from that, Datuk Khairul Zaimi said all foreigners are not allowed to visit detention facilities to prevent the emergence of a new COVID-19 cluster. He said this at a special press conference in Putrajaya today. Perak Menteri Besar Datuk Seri Ahmad Faizal Azumu today announced that the 14th Perak State Legislative Assembly will be held on 12th May. He said the Sultan of Perak, Sultan Azrin Shah, was scheduled to officiate the assembly, expected to last only for a day at the Perak Darul Rizwan building.
Semua soalan akan kita jawab melalui lisan. Penjarakan sosial dijaga, semua ahli adun akan diminta untuk membuat swab test. Begitu juga dengan mereka sesiapa juga termasuk para media untuk menghadiri mestilah melalui proses saringan kesihatan.
He said this after receiving contribution of face masks and face shields from the Mats and Mittens Association today. The upcoming assembly will see the new political alignment following the collapse of the Pakatan Harapan after the Perak Perikatan Nasional PN, comprising assemblymen from UMNO, PAS and Parti Pribumi Bersatu Malaysia Bersatu, forming the state government. The PN obtained the mandate following the support of 32 out of 59 assemblymen, namely UMNO 25, Bersatu 4 and PAS 3. The latest composition of the Perak State Assembly consists of UMNO 25, DAP 16, Parti Amanah Negara Amanah 5, Bersatu 4, PKR 3, PAS 3, while Independent 3. A 4-year-old boy was burnt to death after fire razed a house in Kampung Bukit Pasir, Endau Mersing in Johor last night. The charred remains of Muhammad Faris Sohari was found on the staircase of the double-storey house. Endau Fire and Rescue Department Chief Muhammad Alias Hussein in a media statement said the boy was extricated from the house before he was handed over to the police. He added that 17 others managed to escape from the fire, which was doused at around 1 a.m. He said 21 personnel and 4 engines were dispatched to the scene upon receiving a distress call. The cause and estimated loss are still being investigated. 3 Indonesian men aged between 30 and 43-year-old were detained by Marine Police Force Region 2 as they were trying to smuggle in 5 other immigrants from Indonesia in Pantai Telur Ramunia, Kota Tinggi, Johor last night. In the operation, one of the immigrants died, while another went missing after their boat hit the Marine Police patrol vessel and overturned. Johor Police Chief Dato' Ayub Khan Maidin Piche said the body of the deceased was sent to Kota Tinggi Hospital for autopsy, while the search and rescue operation for the missing immigrant is being conducted.
Polis telah mengesan sebuah bot pancung yang berlega-lega di kawasan perairan tersebut berlaku kejar-mengejar selama 20 minit. Bot pancung ini cuba melanggar bot marin, berlaku pelanggaran dan bot ini tenggelam. Kita berjaya menangkap 6 suspek yang berjaya diselamatkan.
The 3 skippers were detained under Security Offences Special Measures Act SOSMA 2012. The case is also investigated under Section 26A of the Anti-Trafficking in Persons and Anti-Smuggling of Migrants Act 2007, Section 5, Subsection 2 of the Immigration Act 1959-63 and Section 307 of the Penal Code. On another note, Dato' Ayub Khan announced that Operasi Sekatan Jalan Raya has been expanded from 62 to 92 locations all over Johor. He also said that as of yesterday, 95 individuals have been arrested for disobeying the MCO, making the cumulative total of arrests to 2,763 since 18th March. According to Dato' Ayub Khan, 1,661 of the individuals arrested have already been charged at the Johor Bahru Court. All of them were arrested under Section 186 and 270 of the Penal Code and Section 22 subsection B of the Prevention and Control of Infectious Diseases Measures Within the Infected Local Areas Regulations 2020. He went on to remind the public to adhere to the MCO as the authorities will not hesitate to take the necessary actions in the effort to break the chain of COVID-19 infection. In order to curb the spread of COVID-19, all Malaysia Airlines passengers are now required to bring and wear their own protective masks effective 23rd April. Passengers are required to wear masks at touch points such as check-in, boarding, in the aircraft, cabin, disembarkation and collection of baggage on arrival. In a statement, the airlines said this requirement applies to all passengers, excluding infant, who are traveling on all Malaysia Airlines domestic, international and charter flights. It said this is to ensure the comfort and well-being of each passenger and airline employee. Malaysia Airlines will not accept passengers who do not have or wear a face mask at the time of check-in and boarding. Passengers are also reminded to respect the personal space of others and observe social distancing where required and to comply with other safety measures in pre-departure and arrival processes to ensure their safe journey. That concludes this evening's News on 2. In our top story, public must inform police before returning home. Don't forget to wash your hands regularly, practice social distancing, and most of all, let's adhere to the movement control order. Join us again at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon. I'm Wong Kang Sin. Stay tuned to TV2 and have a pleasant day.